And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at the Ticket to Ride Europe 15th Anniversary Edition. Now, interestingly enough, they made a 10th Anniversary Edition of the Ticket to Ride, the original game, which has a United States map on it, and I fully expected there to be a 10th Anniversary Edition of the European version the following year, but it didn't happen. Instead, they waited till now to make the 15th Anniversary Edition of the European one. But if the 10th Anniversary Edition, this is a very similar thing. This is a much more expensive version of the game, but with much nicer pieces. It is essentially the same game as Ticket to Ride Europe, except that they've thrown an extra small expansion in, extra tickets, the 1912 ticket pack. It's bigger in every respect, so let me show you. So you can see it's a pretty good sized box, same as the first one. I like the box cover. We got the rules, so it's your typical rules, yada yada yada, nice. Bigger rules than normal. On the back, and this is the part that if you played Europe before, so they added in 1912. So what 1912 does is it gives you 3 new ways to play. Classic is playing with just the 46 tickets that come in the original game. If you play Mega Europe, which is the way I always play, you add another 55 tickets in. That's a huge amount of tickets. You can play with just big cities, which is a pretty tight way to play, and all these tickets are marked in the game. So you play with the 45 tickets that only go to the big cities. And then the Europe 1912, you're just playing with the new cards. I don't know anybody who has ever played that way. People usually play one of these 3 ways, but I always play Mega Europe. Okay, so we got the board. We'll take a look at the full board in a bit. But before we get to the board, let's take a look at all the different pieces that come in this game. So we'll start by taking a look at the trains. So here we have the red train. So each of these comes with a tin, and each comes with a station. The station fits right over the train. It's very nice. So you have these stations. So the red trains are your typical red boxcar trains. Very nice. And then in here, the brown trains have your wooden logs on them. Let's take a look at them. And there's the station. Beautiful trains here. The black trains, what do you think they are? By the way, I love the different countries on these. I thought they would be coal trains, but no, they're trains that carry the giant spools. I think that's kind of neat, actually. So I really like these. And where's the black station? It's actually grayish rather than black. And we got the purple. Purples are your oil tankers. Nice star on them. They look pretty cool. Here's the purple station. Alrighty. And I say blue to last because blues are my favorite, because blues actually have little cars on them. Isn't that cool? I really like the blue ones a lot. And let's find a blue station. There you go. All right. So then we got the cards. Cards are your typical cards that come in these games, marked with symbols. They look nice. All right. Plenty of train cards. Says 15th Anniversary Edition on the back of them. And then we have all the tickets. I mean, look how many tickets there are. Well, they're not all tickets. You have the longest route, and then the big cities. This shows you the different big cities here. And then we have all the different tickets. There's so many tickets, and like I said, they're marked on the side as to whether they're from the original game. If they're big cities, it mentions that here. So it's really easy to take them apart and sort them out. Finally, we have the score markers, which are all inserted right here. They each have a different symbol on them, which is a nice touch, although they seem a little less exciting when compared to the rest of the pieces. They're okay. I almost rather like a cool plastic piece combined with everything else. But now I will notice, and I didn't note this so much when I took a look at 5 years ago at the 10th Anniversary Edition, but this does seem like there's a lot of extra empty space in this box. But they did that because of the board fitting in it. Speaking of board, it is an amazing looking board. I really like this. I like that it shows all the different spots to put trains on. Just a neat, as I put the trains out here, the topography of the board, the cities, it's excellent. I'm a big fan of how this board looks. I think I might like it better than the US board, and I like that board a lot. The board is the best component here, even more so than the cool plastic trains. For me, Ticket to Ride Europe, win-win. Now, obviously, if you're looking for gaming on a budget, this is not what you're going to want to get. If you already have Ticket to Ride Europe, you're going to sit there and go, should I get this or not? And I can't really help you on that unless you want a game that's kind of an heirloom quality. I really like the 10th Anniversary Edition. It's fantastic. But these don't really mix with the expansions. You can't buy this and then buy the expansions. The trains here are a little bigger than the trains in the original set. The cards can be used, and stuff, but, if you want Ticket to Ride trains, you're better off buying that. But if you just like playing Europe a lot, and if you've never played Europe, I personally don't know if I like it as much as I know I don't like it as much as the original one, but that's by a minuscule minor thing. Ticket to Ride Europe is a friendlier game. The stations allow you to use somebody else's route at the end of the game to connect your tickets, and you have 3 of these stations. If you don't use them, you get points, but it helps if someone cuts you off at a critical part. This can still help you there. And so some people like Ticket to Ride Europe better. This is really nice addition of the game. So if you know someone who loves Ticket to Ride, this is a great gift for them. If you're a big fan of it, I recommend that. I don't think it's one that everybody wants because, like I said, it's a big box game here. This takes up a lot of room on your shelf, and you're paying a pretty penny for it. But I think the quality is there. The card quality is nice. It includes the expansion, and those trains and board are spectacular. So there you have it. That's Ticket to Ride Europe 15th Anniversary Edition. I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching the Dice Tower.